welcome in. Today's Tuesday. Ooh, let me turn up the music just a little bit. It's kind of, there we go. How are we feeling? Get centered in those root chakras, sending divine white light to everyone's spaces. Sending grounding energy as we start tonight. Breathing in deeply. Let me share with a few more people. Welcome in. How is everyone feeling? I give myself permission to breathe. I give myself permission to center. Going down into the root chakra, clearing it out. Connecting with earth. Letting roots grow from that root chakra down into the earth. Breathing in deeply. Breathe out. Letting those tree roots from your root chakra connect more deeply with the earth. Welcome in. Thank you for consenting, Sophia. Hi, Lauren. Welcome in. How are you? And thank you for liking the live, Lauren. And hang on just a second, guys. It might pause for just a second, but I'm not going anywhere. And thank you for liking the live, Lauren. And hang on just a second, guys. It might pause for just a second, but I'm not going anywhere. So hang on. Sorry, guys. Here I am. Amy, welcome in. I am good. Thank you for asking. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you, Christy, for liking the live. Thank you for bearing with me as I took Monday to rest. I taught Reiki over the weekend, and Reiki is a very detoxing experience. Even if you're already attuned to it and you're attuning other people to it, it still can have that detox effect. So it was fun. And thank you for liking the live, everyone. Welcome in. How are we feeling on this Tuesday? I give myself permission to walk with peace, to be connected with source energy, to clear my mind. I allow myself the gift of presence. And something I really am going to start reminding you all more. The gift of presence. Allow yourself the gift of presence in daily life, not just here on the live, not just if we have a session together, but the gift of presence through every phase. Oh, Christy, this is the place to do it. Let's breathe more deeply into that. I feel actually between the root and the sacral, there's like a bubble of energy. So what I want everyone to do in a minute, we're gonna breathe in together, gather this bubble of energy up, and then we're gonna push it down to the ground, give it to the earth to cleanse, okay? Thank you, Ange, for liking the live. So breathe in, gather it up, push it down to the earth. Let it release. See it dissipate under the dirt. As you breathe in, thank you, Christy, for liking the live. As you breathe in, breathing in earth energy. Leela, welcome in. How are you? And thank you for your email. I am so sorry I have not replied yet. Thank you so much for your email. That really meant a lot, and I'm so happy that reading really resonated for you. I give myself permission to seek purpose in relaxing. We talk about this quite a bit too, but let's say it. I did, Leela. Thank you. And thank you for the heart me. I think your review posted though. I need to fix so all of my reviews show if you view it from a computer, but not all of my reviews show if you view it from your phone, and most people are viewing things from their phone. So I'm gonna have to fix it so that everyone's candle reviews also show from the phone. I don't know why that's happening. I'm not the technological person, but anyway, I think your review posted was the long version of that. Cassidy, welcome in. How are you? And thank you, Amy, for the roses. I find purpose in relaxation. I see the purpose in relaxation. I let my mind, body, and spirit have purpose. You do have purpose. Every single person. Thank you, Ange, for liking the live. And thank you, Leela, for liking the live, and anyone else that I have missed. I'm good. The past 2 days, I figured out 3 songs by ear on my flute. So today I took a rest day. I love that. Did you ever... It was totally a joke, but it would be funny if you did it. That one song I tagged you in, it was forever ago. Gosh, what was it now? Was it a Young Jeezy song? I think it was like a Young Jeezy or a 50 Cent song that like a classical band was playing. I don't know what you call them. An orchestra was playing, and I was like, you need to learn this. I would love it if you did it. All right, let's breathe in again to that space between now. It feels like it's moved up into the sacral. So breathing into that sacral chakra, if you don't know what that is or where that is, it's above your navel and it's orange in color. So breathing in, gathering up all the energy that feels kind of sticky. Breathe it out, push it down to the ground. Give it to the earth to release. I love that, Cassidy. I give my stickiness to the earth. I give that heavy energy to the earth. Although 2 of my Chemical Romance songs I learned are slow and sad. Aw, Cassidy. I love My Chemical Romance though, no matter what it is. I love that. I just keep hearing the word purpose again. And when I got on the live tonight, I was like, I feel like this is going to be heavily heart focused. I think it still will be, but I think we really need to dive into the word of purpose more tonight. So we'll do that first. My goal is to make people cry with the covers when I film them, Cassidy. All right. So going back into that sacral chakra and the word purpose, I want to say a couple things about it before we do. I don't want you to be overwhelmed by the word purpose. Do you know when you're posting the full moon candles? Good question. That, I believe, is next Tuesday is when that's happening. Thank you for the mini star. That is adorable. I believe it is next Tuesday, so I will try to have those up tomorrow. And I can shoot you an email back because I know you said you wanted to buy one for someone else. Let me make a note of that. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? You guys, I was teaching Reiki this weekend. I have my beautiful books. We went front to back. When I teach you Reiki, I teach you this entire book. So much fun. So let me move these out of the way. Pen, pen, pen. Do I not have a pen? I gotta have a pen. Found it. Ooh, yes, Christy. So I post it on Facebook and Instagram, and then I usually post a story that the candle listings are up. When they're up, they're in a link in my link tree. And then also, if you're on my email list, I send out an email. So you get it straight to your inbox, and all of those links to get on my email list are also in my bio. And hang on, let me make this note. Candle email. Star that, star that. Okay. All right, let's get back into this word of purpose. Where was I? Oh, I said, do not let the word of purpose overwhelm you. Sometimes we hear the word purpose and we're like, oh my God, I have to do like this huge thing. Like it has to be something really hard. It has to be, you know, something that I have to just like put blood, sweat, and tears into. Maybe. Most of the time, not. And I know that may sound crazy. Your soul purpose isn't meant to be a battle. And everybody has a soul purpose. Maybe your soul purpose is just to be a friendly face for someone. Thank you, Cassidy, for liking the live. Maybe your soul purpose is just to be a shoulder to lean on for a neighbor or a friend. You know, your soul purpose can be anything, and it's just as equally as important if you're reaching one person, or you're reaching 1,000 people, or you're reaching 1,000,000 people. Everyone's purpose is equally important. So let that relax your mind and energy as we dive into this. Yes, Cassidy. I don't know what sign it's in. I didn't look at it yet, but I feel like everything from here on out is just going to be really juicy because we're in the year of the fire horse. We are in the year of make your dreams come true. Not just put them on paper, not just speak about them, actually, you know, get on the ground, start moving your feet. So I feel juicy energy, really juicy. All right, let's breathe into that sacral chakra again. Gathering everything up, pushing it down to the ground. I let myself relax into the word of purpose. I let myself release any negative feelings around the word purpose. I let myself release any time I was made to feel worthless and like I didn't have a purpose, from all spaces and places, from all timelines, from the familial lines, maternal and paternal. Thank you, Ange, for liking the live. Thank you, JOA, for following. Welcome in. Ooh, going back to that judgment piece again, I'm feeling just really strong words. These words feel like projections, as most judgments are, they're projections. This feels like it's coming from a parent. So again, let's breathe into that. I release from my mind, body, and spirit any judgment that was projected onto me around my purpose or my ability to accomplish. Ooh. Ooh, sending golden light back to the timeline, sending golden light back to when these words were spoken to you, sending golden light back to that version of you, even sending golden light to the person it's coming from to separate your energies. Oh, Christy, I am so sorry. I understand, and I am so sorry. Like I was saying, you know, the majority of those at the time, it's just projection. It's people, unfortunately, not having the emotional intelligence they should have had, not having the restraint they should have had, and, you know, making it other people's burden to carry. But again, we're sending golden light back to that timeline. Let's release a bit more deeply. I release the soreness of being made to feel like I had no purpose or I was not capable of being purposeful from all spaces and places, from all timelines. Releasing that from the body. Releasing this from the subconscious. Ooh, the subconscious has to let it go. Let's talk about the subconscious for a second here. So the subconscious, its purpose really is to just keep us alive. Some of you may have already heard this. Thank you, Angela, for liking the live. Those who have been with me for a minute, we've dived into the subconscious, but if you're new, you've never heard it. Again, its purpose is to keep you alive by whatever means necessary. So sometimes it learns bad habits because it kept you alive, because you may have been in a dysfunctional place, and so you learned how to work with that dysfunction, right? Anna, welcome in. I am good. How are you? So that's how these things get programmed into the subconscious. The subconscious is it's a primal piece of us, from our evolution. But you can talk to the subconscious. You can kind of reason with the subconscious. You can reprogram it and release. So let's do that here. Happy birthday, Anna. Come in and relax. Get all this energy. Hang on, I'm just gonna draw some symbols. Since I taught a Reiki class, I'm like, let me dust off the symbols. Thank you, Ange and Christy, for liking the live. All right, let's walk into the subconscious. So I want you to envision going into your body, and we're going into like a dark room. We can probably migrate down there. I feel like this work will definitely migrate down there. Let me hit the subconscious and then remind me, okay? But this dark room has like sunlight, like a beam of light shining straight down. I want you to sit under that beautiful beam of light. Thank you, Anna, for liking the live. As we sit in this beautiful beam of light, sparkles start to come down. These are sparkles of the divine, particularly Archangel Michael is sending his energy. Archangel Gabriel is also sending his energy as we sit in the subconscious. And here we talk to it. Tell your subconscious, I give you permission to unwind. I give you permission to relax. I give you permission to see safety. And this is again going to help release any time that you have been told or judged or put down or made to feel like you couldn't do anything right or that you couldn't be purposeful. This is going to help untangle that. I give my subconscious permission, or actually I want you to talk to it and say you. I give you permission to be set free. I give you permission to unwind. I give you permission to breathe. Because it feels like that's really like the heart of the issue, right? You haven't felt that ability to breathe and really see that you have a talent or really see that you are capable. You've been tightly wound. You've been put into a box so that you didn't feel like you could branch out. Thank you, Raven Guard, for liking the live. But you are allowed to expand. Something very key, you're also allowed to mess up. Thank you, Raven Guard, for following. Everyone is allowed to mess up. And that does not make you worthless. That does not make you stupid. That does not make you or demonstrate that you're not capable. Thank you, Christy, for liking the live. And Angela. It means that you're learning. It means that maybe that path wasn't quite the right one for you, and you had to learn that to understand that the path that you need is over here, not over there. You're allowed to make mistakes, but more importantly, You're allowed to get back up and do better. How does that feel? Subconscious work can feel kind of interesting. It can feel a little wobbly for a second, but kind of freeing at the same time. Better feels amazing. Good. Thank you for the heart, me Heather. Hello, Steve-O. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for following. Let the subconscious settle for a minute. We have kicked up a lot of dust. So I'm going to kind of like vacuum it out, pull it out for you. Just envision like these dust particles just floating up and out. They're just leaving. You no longer are subject to the terms of these dust particles. Letting it go. Now we're going to get up and walk out of the subconscious and kind of come back to present time. So you can get up, stand up in the light, walk forward, and you can see a door with white light coming through it. You're going to walk out that door. Going to bring you back here. Stephanie, how are you? Welcome in. Things are probably a bit different from the last time you've been here. The work is faster. The work is a bit different. The programs we have are a bit different. Chantal, welcome in. How are you? My surroundings might be different. I don't know if you know that I moved, left my marriage, moved back home, bought a house with 2 acres. Lots have happened, or lots has happened. And if it weren't for this work, I would have lost my marbles, every single one of them. It is, Stephanie, it is. It really is. I'm telling you. Thank you, Goddess, for the follow. Welcome in. This, if it weren't for this work, I wouldn't be here. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that as a metaphor. I owe everything to this energy healing. I owe everything to this, to Reiki, to taking this exploration. Reiki is what shows you that you have a capacity for more. If you want more out of life, you have to be able to hold more. You have to be able to deal with stressors and flow through them. Thank you, Glass of Brandy, for liking the live. And Reiki shows you how to do that. That is the foundation of my work. I use Reiki as the foundation, and then the divine channeling, the affirmations that come through, that's what helps then elevate and push you and reprogram you to send you further. So even though it's been stressful, like buying a house is inherently stressful, moving 1,000 miles away is inherently stressful, losing a parent, losing a pet during that as well, inherently stressful. You know, dealing with home repairs that are going to cost $18,000, inherently stressful. But if it weren't for Reiki, I wouldn't be able to say, you know what, I've got it. This is the life I want to build and create. I know that anything can be done. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Anna. Oh, Glass of Brandy. That is so cool. The universe likes to do that. Divine timing. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, and I also had a very complicated relationship with that parent too. So interesting times for sure. But this Reiki, this energy work got me through, really and truly. I wouldn't do this as a business if I didn't think it could get me through things like that. And I know it can get other people through things like that too. That's why I started this. Before I started energy healing, I think most of you probably know, I was so utterly shy. Like, me getting on the internet to do something like this and just talking freely like this, wouldn't have happened. Absolute hard stop. Like, I wanted to hide behind a computer and just be like, hey, come get Reiki sessions from me. Nobody's gonna do that. Who wants to get an energy healing session from someone they can't see, they don't know, they can't talk to? And now here we are, and I just talk to you like it's nothing now. And I get on here and say wild things, or what seems like wild things if you're new to energy healing, but not so wild, having done energy healing for several years now. So yeah, here we are. Thank you, Anna. Let me tell you, back in 2019, 2020, so shy. I cannot do that. Too shy and nervous. My voice would freeze. Christy, this Reiki, if you want to learn it, or if you just want to have sessions, we can bust through that for you. I promise you we can. Oh, Stephanie, thank you. And thank you for coming along on this journey and trusting me and doing this with me and seeing what this experience is all about. Christy, we totally can. I used to just sit in the background and never say a word. Anna, look at you. All right, we're actually gonna pull the energy down to the hips because we should do some energy release down there anyway. And Christy, there are a few different ways to work with me. Let me try to hit them as fast as I can here for everybody. So first way is with new and full moon candles. So that's really manifesting your most aligned life. Anything that you want to manifest. I have one client who's on year 3 with me, who in that time who has built a business, is full-time in their business, and now is looking to expand their business. I have another client on year 2 with me of those candles, who is manifesting their most confident, sexy, sensual, feminine self. Incredible what they do. They are also in the union space. They are a female in the union space, so they're a minority, and they are kicking ass while keeping their femininity intact and growing and, like, you know, experiencing all of that and trying to find the love of their life. So I have 2 people kind of doing 2 different things. So you can use them for anything. Those are twice a month. You can buy them individually every month, or you can join the package where we work more closely together. And if we do the package, we set some time aside and we goal set. So I like channel to the universe and I hear the goals that you should have and we work on them together. And then I check in with you every month to see what goal you're on, to see what to put into the candle. And you also get a 20% discount off of all of my services during that time. Jackie, welcome in. How are you? Yes, get this kidney stone out of me. Oh, Stephanie. We will push to get that out. And then what else did I want to say about that? Okay, so anyway, you can buy them individually or you can do the package, which then enables you to have 20% off all other sessions with me. And thank you, Chantal, for liking the live. The other way is having one-on-one soul sessions with me. Link is in the bio to do one session individually with me. Or we can also create a package where you get consistent work with me. I would recommend having at least one-on-one with me before we talk about creating a package, so that we can get a feel for each other, we can tune in, you can know what to expect with the work that I do. Or if you're like, I just want to jump into a package and let's go, you can just request a package with me and we can do that. I also offer group programs. Currently no group programs are open, but new ones will be opening here in the next month or 2. We have new places and spaces to go. Group healing. Some people may think, well, how can it work if you're not just focusing on me? The energy healing is amplified by working together because you're getting to see other people move through the work. You're getting to see your peers and what they're doing. You're getting to help uplift their energy and amplify each other's energy by coming together. So that's the other way you can work with me. And then of course here, during the lives, we have these communal group healings. So a few different ways to consistently work with me. And Jackie, how are you? Did I ask you? I don't know. I feel like maybe I asked you in my mind and I forgot to say it out loud. And thank you, Angela, for liking the live. And then I may be opening a Reiki class, hint, hint, if you keep an eye out for the post. I just taught a private Reiki class for one of my clients, but I may be opening a group class here soon because I forgot how much I like teaching Reiki. So, all right, pushing this energy down into the hips. Let's send a bunch of warmth, opening these hips. Hanging in there. Got some medical news today that I'm not thrilled with. Jackie, I am so sorry. Sending lots of positive energy your way, lots of relaxation here. Ooh, I give myself permission to express my energy freely. Ooh. It's like a waterfall of energy going down into the hips. And this includes rage. Now, I don't want you to be afraid of the word rage, because rage does not have to equal doing something out of character. It does not have to equal hurting anyone or anything. I want you to just feel your rage. I want you to give it a name. I want you to let it move through your body and out of your body. Allow it space so that it can bubble up, but not bubble over. You get what I mean? Mine really bad arthritis in both. Ooh. Oh, Jackie. So again, anything that you may be feeling, let it move. Authentic expression of you. Let yourself feel it. Let your body move through it. That seems to be one of the bigger components that we miss these days, is we will try really hard to, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, we work really hard to make it make sense in our minds, right? And that is so important. Thank you, Lauren, for liking the live. It's so important that we understand what has happened to us. We understand the situation. We understand what we could or couldn't do, right? But where we tend to get stuck, the reason we tend to go back to thinking about it, back to mulling it over, is because the body is stuck in that fight or flight. The body keeps getting triggered. The body hasn't moved through it. So that's where this Reiki, this energy healing, this divine channeling, this soul alignment comes in, because we work your body through it. We use the energy healing, we use the divine channeling to activate your body, to move through it, move beyond it, elevate above it. Oh, Stephanie, that is so kind of you. I really am thankful for how supportive the group we have created is. I mean, seriously, people are super supportive in here. So let that body feel. Let your body keep feeling until the emotion finally relaxes, where you can feel the emotion release its grip on you. That's what I call the other side of the emotion. That's where the dust settles and the sun comes out, and you can see oh, this is what was happening. This is what really took place. This is why I was feeling that way. Oh, Anna, I am so sorry. I feel like women too tend to be the ones that suffer the most from autoimmune diseases. I think that's actually like a statistical fact, that we tend to be the ones that suffer the most from autoimmune diseases. Because we tend to just like carry a lot. We know that our emotions can affect our physical health, and we tend to carry emotions of a lot of people. I think it's more of a cultural thing that we slip into this caregiver type role. Like, we do it with everybody. We do it with our coworkers, not just our kids and our spouses. Like, we do it with everybody. It's so interesting why we do that. And we tend to be the ones that then get those autoimmune diseases because we're keeping it stuffed in. Jackie. Also, 1 in 4 people have at least 1 in 4 autoimmune disease. That's a lot. Holy cow. Mine attacks everything in my body. I've had to have my gallbladder removed. Holy moly. I am so sorry. All right, keep letting this waterfall flow. It feels like it's coming from the stomach down into the hips, opening those hips more, opening up that sacral chakra, opening up that root chakra so that you feel really grounded. You feel kind of like feel magnetically pulled towards the earth, feeling calm and stable, feeling secure. You always want to remember during this energy healing work to ground, because you can get a little floaty. You can feel like you're gonna kind of fly away. You definitely don't want to do that. And the more that you ground, actually, the further you can go in your energy healing, because you have a stable base from which you're working from. I have, Anna. Is that what you have? I've known a few people with it. Oh, I am so sorry. Let's actually send some healing up the rib cage as well. I feel like we just need to do like a complete stress release in this lower portion of the body. So from like the chest down. Thank you, Stephanie, for liking the live. Thank you for consenting, Sophia. I get floaty a lot during Reiki. How do you ground without getting scared? Does grounding typically make you feel scared? That's really interesting. Grounding is supposed to do the opposite. So grounding is tapping into that root chakra. So that chakra at the base of your body, it's like at the bottom of your hips. So what I like to do is focus on that. Oh, I got you, Riley. I was like, wait, what? I gotcha. So I like to envision the root chakra actually growing tree roots into the earth. So sit in a forest, let the tree roots connect with the earth, or sometimes I also envision it as an anchor. Anchor that root chakra into the earth. Make sure your hip bones and sit bones and your visual of sitting in the forest are firmly planted. Focus on breathing in and out of that root chakra and exchanging your energy with the earth, creating that symbiotic relationship. Also bringing in stones, protective stones like black tourmaline, obsidian, carnelian, tiger's eye. Things that are really grounding are great to bring in to help with that too. I'm always sick and now my iron is so low that I can't even catch. Good grief, Anna, I am so sorry. I've been researching anti-inflammatory lifestyle and diet to help with my autoimmune. That's awesome, Jackie. You know, this is going to sound maybe a little weird. Thank you, Marley, for following. Welcome in. Sweet potatoes. I have been on a sweet potato kick lately because I've been experimenting with a more anti-inflammatory diet myself because I have a lot of swellings. I don't know if you guys notice it as much as I do, but like sometimes my face will be quite swollen, my legs will be swollen, and I've been eating like sweet potatoes with everything, like cutting out a lot of other grains, all that stuff, you know what I mean? And I feel like it works. Like eating sweet potatoes has already really reduced a lot of my inflammation. Yes, Stephanie. You're welcome, Riley. But always ground when you're going to do some energy work or when you're going to meditate, because that, again, it allows you to go further because you have a very stable base to make your way back to. Ginger, turmeric, and dry brush. I love that. All right, so sending stress relief into the rib cage. Oof. Did you, Leela? Are you, yeah, you're up in the northern states, right? I heard they did. My mom's still up there too. Oh my goodness. Are you liking the snow? Is it nice and fluffy? Oh my gosh, Leela. You're way up there. I forgot that you were that far up there. My stones got all mixed up in one jar. Can I put them all out and only pull energy from one? You could dump them out and like use your hand, like even if you're not Reiki attuned, your hand still is like this tool of energy healing, right? You still have energy healing abilities innately within you. You can use your hand and like the heat source in it to like find the stone that your energy most needs. Does that make sense? There's even been times here on live where I didn't have a certain stone near me as well. I think this is kind of more of what you're asking, where I'm just like, okay, I feel like we need the energy of X stone. So I'll like ask for that energy to come to us and float into the live like that. That works too. And I know that may sound interesting or kind of crazy for some of you, but honestly, this energy healing, the energy that we are made up of, that everything in the universe is made up of, has no real restrictions. Not in the way that our minds like to think. Our minds are very primal. Our minds like for things to be in boxes, but this energy is so far outside the box, it can be a little hard to comprehend and understand how limitless it truly is. Oh, Leela. I love the snow, but also I grew up here, so I totally get people who don't. I hate the wind. Oh, Leela. Yeah, I like snow, but if I had that much snow all the time, I probably wouldn't. I don't know which is which, so I wanted to find a way to ground with a good stone. So I would look for anything maybe black, brown, red, even orange. Typically those are going to be those stones that work in those lower chakras, and those lower chakras help you ground. What you're describing is how I choose which crystals to buy. Totally go with my intuition. Yes, Stephanie, exactly. It's been 20 since yesterday and windy. Oof. All right, sending more stress relief. I feel like someone has a really physical job in here and my sides hurt. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but my sides hurt and we're gonna keep working on them. We're gonna send that stress relief. And thank you, Angela, for liking the live. Stephanie. I'm a caregiver, that's for sure. My whole body hurts and my back and shoulders. Oh my goodness. Midnight moon. Midnight moon meow. Holy cow. Thank you, Erica, for the heartbeat. And I just sent you an email today. If you haven't sent it, or if you haven't sent it, if you haven't seen it, ignore me. I can't talk today. Sending more stress relief. Good, I'm glad you saw it. I'm not gonna lie, the energy I'm pushing through you right now, it might make you have to go to the bathroom. So if at some point during this live or after the live you feel that you got cleaned out a little bit by this energy, I'm sorry, it's just what's happening. The universe says you need it. I'm just the messenger. So pushing that all out. Lanaya, how are you? Welcome in. Stephanie. I'm telling you, like, this energy healing will make you have some very physical reactions. There was one session in particular, I had my healer working on me. If your healer doesn't have a healer, you need a new healer, by the way. Everyone needs a healer, okay? But anyway, I had my healer working on me, and I started my cycle well before I was supposed to, and I mean, it cleaned me out. It was a spiritual cleanse. It was crazy. So stuff like that can happen. Why are things so good and gloomy at the same time? Lanaya, that's a very interesting question, because I feel the same. Thank you for the heart, me, Marley. So things feel really good and upbeat on one hand because we're in the year of the fire horse. This is get shit done. This is make your dreams come true. This is we're not just talking write it down on paper. We're talking we're creating it from nothing kind of year. On the same token, you know, we have a lot of heavy things happening around the globe right now. We are also in kind of like a crumbling of a lot of old ideals. We are also nearing the typical end that an empire exists here in the US. So there's a lot of shifting. There's a lot of pushback and shifting at the same time happening. Typically when something's getting ready to transform or die out, it pushes really hard. So that's why we have seen this rise in extremism. We have seen this rise in like, what do you want to call it? I don't know. We'll just call it extremism for now. We see this rise in really wanting to conform to a very specific look and belief. It's because that belief and look and lifestyle is being very challenged, and it's starting to really die out and crumble. So it's like its final death rattle is trying to grip on. So that's why you feel these two extremes at the same time really right now. Christy, that's okay. Welcome back in. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting feeling year. Yeah, everyone is waking up, and I love that. And love is greater than fear. It absolutely is. So that's why it's important to make sure you have some sort of steady energy healing practice. Maybe you're meditating, maybe you're working one-on-one, maybe you're doing group healings, maybe you're just joining these lives. Whatever it is, I want you to make sure that you have some sort of consistent practice, that you are getting some sort of consistent energy, because us coming together, this isn't just some silly little live where it's like, let me just do some ASMR and relax. I love ASMR, by the way. There's so much merit in ASMR. What I'm getting at is energy healing. This isn't just something silly. Us coming together, us banding together here, doing our healing, talking about things, channeling through things is going to keep our energy levels up, and it's going to help us see through any fear that the powers that be are trying to create. We are going to be uncontrollable by fear the more that we do this. And all the major planets, 12, 20-year planets moved signs. We all just ended multiple cycles. Yes, Marley. And then there's also some sort of transit happening. I forget what's happening, but I saw a video about it. I need to post it in my stories because it was hilarious. But there's this guy here on TikTok who just like he has beef with the universe. He has beef with the planets. And so he said there's some sort of like transit happening where all the planets will be lining up somehow, and he's like, they're having some sort of gang meeting or something. I don't know. I just wanted y'all to be aware. It's true. There's some crazy stuff happening with transits. That's it, Marley. Yes. Hilarious. So there's also some crazy things happening too. And Mercury retrograde's gonna be hitting us too. Yes, lots of things. I love being able to hear you and talk to you when I get the chance. Lanaya, I am so glad you're here. Me too, I'm glad when you're here. He really is the best. He cracks me up. Like, I lost it when I saw that video. I think I reposted it, actually. I think I might have reposted a couple of them. On the 28th, that's it, Jackie, that's it. Oh my gosh, Marley, yes. Lots of magic is happening this year. And again, lots of things are crumbling while things are building. In order to build, some things have to crumble. I saw that one too. Was it Saturn, the one he said had like multiple layers of stink or something, and it just killed me. So my moon sign is a Pisces, and then I'm a Sagittarius sun and rising. Whitney, how are you? Welcome in. Any advice for a metal horse and a fire horse here? Stephanie, I'm not versed on what a metal horse is, really. India, how are you? Welcome in. How are you feeling? It rains ammonia. Oh, that's disgusting. That is so gross. So he's right. I mean, it stinks on that planet. Pisces season just started last Friday. Sophia. Yeah, my birthday's coming up. I'll be 35, you guys. I'm halfway to 40. What the fuck? I am. Thank you for asking. I am good. Thank you for asking, India. Just chilling. I had a Reiki class this weekend, so I took Monday off. It's like I'm detoxing hard, but it felt really good. Thank you, Lanaya. Whitney, no you're not. Are you lying to me? The Chinese zodiac has different elements. Apparently mine is metal, but it's a personal fire. Yeah, this year's fire horse, I'll be honest with you, I don't know a lot about the Chinese zodiac. I do follow it a little bit, so I don't know like what exactly a metal horse means. You're March 16th. I love that. Oh, Whitney. I would have like never guessed that. Like not in a million years. Really and truly. Stephanie is a Pisces too. I love it. Yeah, so having my big three is Pisces, Sagittarius. It's very interesting having that water surrounded by fire. Like I'm a very like dreamy lover girl. Like I want to have that that like Dracula romance kind of story, right? But then also at the same time, that Sagittarius energy is like, shut the fuck up, stay away from me. Like it's crazy. Very interesting having that. I love that, Whitney. Yeah, we should all be as goofy and as happy as long as we can be, you know. Age has a lot to do with feeling too. So if you keep telling yourself you're old, if you keep telling yourself, oh, you should only be serious, like that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna kind of lose your spark and you're gonna feel older. From what I'm gathering, it means I should be in business or finance. I love that. I need like a business manager. Idea. You guys. One of my goals this year is to get to bed earlier. A lot of you probably know I stay up later than I should. You get emails from me at like 1 a.m. and it's like, why are you up right now? I'm going to try to go to bed earlier and not be sending emails to people at like 1 a.m. All right, how are the bodies feeling? I want to get some more stress out of the lower portion of the body. Thank you, Stephanie, for liking the live. Let's move down each of the legs and down into the feet. Starting to de-stress, good. Hips, bladder feels tight or painful. You said you had I want to experiment with something. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to break out the Reiki book. So hang on, I have to do a puzzle piece. So try to give you a rundown real quick. Usui Reiki or Usui Holy Fire Reiki, now the version that we have today. Some of the students of Usui created their own schools of Reiki. And one of his students created their own manual, the Hayashi manual for Reiki. The Hayashi manual is really supposed to be used for when you don't really know what to do or where to go. But it's still very powerful. It's very interesting. So I wanted to break open the Hayashi manual and experiment on you, if you don't mind. So you said you have a kidney stone. Okay. Ball in my sacral unraveling. Ooh, let it unravel. I feel like that feels really good. Okay, so let me see what he would recommend. So we're gonna go back to, Usui died in 1927. So this student probably created this manual sometime anywhere between probably the 30s and 40s. This is a really old manual. Well, let me see if they have a suggestion for it. I've been toying around with it for some other clients too that I'm working on specific health issues with. I need to do Reiki to learn how to talk. Okay, let's see here. What is that? Anyone have hemorrhoids? There's also Reiki for hemorrhoids. Finding all kinds of shit in here. Liver, saliva, no. Is this in order? I can't like Google this either. I have to read through it. Kidneys. Obviously the kidneys. Liver, pancreas, heart, stomach, intestines, bladder, head, blood exchange. Let's try it. Let's do it. Okay. All right, this will work for everybody. You'll all get benefit. You'll all get some relaxation. Hang on, I feel like you guys are crooked. So reading that list, I kind of feel like we should work on the blood. Oh, no. So in this healing manual, they like tested it over time, if you will. Like, if you have a certain problem, it can be like the root of the issue can be in another area. So one of the areas for the kidneys also mentions to work on the liver. Does that make sense? And you have liver disease? I am so sorry, Leela. There's probably something in here too for it. We can look at that too. Let's experiment. I'm intuiting on blood, so let's try that, and then also pancreas. So let's do both of those. Leela, I'm so sorry. All right, so tuning in. Let's get some healthy blood flow. And I know this may sound weird, but just go with me because it's the best way I have to describe it. Let's move some stagnant blood. And if anyone's like in the medical field here, you're like, what the fuck is stagnant blood? I'm not saying literally stagnant blood. It's just like an energetic feeling. So let's move that. Me doing this could make you feel a little floaty. So let's make sure everybody's grounded, connected to grounding energy. And now we're going to move this around. Hitting the pancreas at the same time. And thank you, Leela, for liking the live. And let me know if you feel anything start to change. I'm feeling something like kind of bubble up in the backs around the spine. Very interesting. Ooh, it's like something's loosening up. Like the muscles are actually loosening up. And then bringing this around to the front, I'm actually going to do it says intestines, so let's just do that as well. As I was coming around the front of the body, I felt drawn to the intestines. How are we feeling now? Just let yourself relax. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do anything. Thank you, Taylor, for liking the live. So originally, give you a little fun fact, when Reiki came to be, if you will, or the traditional use of Reiki in Japan is for physical ailments. So they have a more like holistic take on health and wellness than we do here in the US. We tend to very much separate those things, and both of them kind of fight with each other and call each other frauds and stuff. But in Japan, they take health, they take a more holistic approach to looking at the entire body as a complete system. And they still use some of their traditional herbs, some of their traditional healings like acupuncture, and of course Reiki. So yeah, little fun fact about really kind of more the traditional use of it. You were getting all tingly, Stephanie. I love it. I'm still working on it. So I was working on moving the blood around, for lack of a better way to describe it, because I'm not a doctor. And then I was hitting the pancreas, and then I'm coming around the front to the intestines. Oh, Stephanie, I love it. So glad you're feeling it. So as I was looking at that list and that manual, I picked, like, I intuitively felt a few things listed on there to work on. So that is what we've been focusing on for a bit here. Thank you, Mitch, for liking the live. And thank you, Orange Tabby, for liking the live. And this should help a lot of people's backs as well release, because I feel some stiffness in some backs as well. Oh, dear. How are we feeling now? Gonna keep that flowing for a minute. I want to look at something else. Leela, you said you had kidney disease? Where would kidney be? Kidney congestion. I believe it's gonna be the same list. Yeah. Oh, liver, duh. Okay, hang on. Where would liver be in this book? My ears are popping, not sure what that means. Okay, so interestingly enough, so like I was explaining a minute ago, sometimes we are like, okay, let's say I have kidney disease, but we don't realize or think to look in another area. The root cause could be in a completely different area that may not make sense to us. So it's interesting that your ears are popping. There could be like an energetic tie to that. Battling breast cancer, undergoing chemo. Will this help with pain and nausea? Becca, funny you ask. And thank you, James, for answering. Reiki has also been studied in many hospitals in the US, like legitimate scientific studies have been conducted with it where they have used Reiki to help with pain and nausea as people go through treatment. So this can definitely help. There are, especially the Hartford Hospital, which I'm most familiar with, that conducted a study. I think in their particular set of patients, they found like a 75% reduction in pain and nausea when people used Reiki in conjunction with their treatment. So I'm not 100% sure because I'm not up there anymore, but at the time that I did live there, the Hartford Hospital was asking for volunteers to conduct Reiki on cancer patients doing their treatments, but they asked for a year-long commitment because they were trying to, get a long look for their study. So if you're near that area or any hospital, really, you could reach out and see if they are conducting any similar studies or just, take volunteers in general to do it. Okay, now let me look and see if there was a liver. Oh, sorry guys. I'm just a little sleepy. Liver. I jumped to, I don't think these are in order. Oh, no, found it. Liver. For you, I'm feeling intestines as well, so let's hit them again. Yeah, it probably has a bit to do with an energetic blockage as well. I'm in upstate New York. I'd try anything at this point. Oh, Becca. What? Probably don't want to give your location away, but I bet there's probably a hospital somewhere around there that may have Reiki volunteers. I would say there's a good chance they do. Oh, good night, Lanaya. Thank you for coming in. I'm not familiar with that area. I know my phone gets a lot of spam calls from that area because I have a New York number. My ex-husband's from New York. So I know I get a lot of calls from there, but I really don't know what's in that area. Stephanie, I feel like yes. I feel like that's why your ears were popping. Adams, how are you? Welcome in. I have triple negative BC. I've been in treatment since October. I'm in the hard chemo phase now. Oh my goodness, Becca, I am so sorry. I would definitely ask. I would call to some of those hospitals that are near you and see if they have Reiki volunteers or are conducting like some sort of Reiki study. I would say there's probably a good chance they do. But I'm not familiar with those areas. And then I think I'm kind of feeling the same for you, Leela, intestines and pancreas. I find that really interesting. Thank you guys for letting me I guess, play around with this on you tonight. Not that we're being unserious, but thank you for letting me break out this ancient manual and see how it worked. Oh, Abs, I'm so sorry. And you would think by now they would understand more of the mechanism behind fibromyalgia, but they don't. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you're loving it, Stephanie. Yeah, teaching the Reiki class this weekend just kind of like, I don't know, I guess like reinvigorated the practice and love that I have for it. And I don't know, it's like I have never actually tried out the Hayashi manual, or the healing guide rather, when I've been practicing. But I was like, let's just try it. And again, the Hayashi healing guide was created by Hayashi sensei for when you really don't know like where to go, because again, Reiki's more of like an intuitive thing, and it's an intelligent energy that knows where to go. But he created this and tested it out, and I was like, I want to try it too, because I just never have. Does it, Leela? Okay, well then that's why I'm feeling that. There you go. So, okay, yeah. So they had found that and put that on their list for the liver, and then I was just reading the list for the liver, and that's what I intuitively felt drawn to. Okay, I really like this. I like it. So I typically, if you stick around, I typically don't use Reiki so much for like physical healing. I'm more of like in the soul development, finding your aligned life space. But I do have clients that still request of me to help, work on them or family members for some physical issues. So yeah, but typically on live, that's not what I'm doing. So it's been interesting tonight to experiment with it. Leela, yeah, so I don't think this is, I'm pretty positive it wouldn't be anything you could like buy publicly. This is something that one of Usui's masters that he trained created when he opened his own practice. So this is something that we Reiki healers learn during our attunements. Maybe, Stephanie, yeah, maybe it's something I may bring more into my practice, maybe something I can do alongside of it. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, lately I have had clients requesting of me to help work with them or their family members for physical issues, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. That's what Reiki was created for. It can only help whatever other conventional treatment you may be seeking. So yeah. How are we all feeling now? Calming down. Nervous system feeling like it's getting back into alignment, back to center. Body's feeling a bit more invigorated. And also, you guys, if you want to learn how to do Reiki, I am a teacher. I don't have a class open right now. I am going to make a post about a class opening. So if you would like to learn with me, keep your eyeballs peeled for that. I will have a payment plan for it for you as well. So keep your eyes peeled. If you're like, okay, I just want to go ahead and do it now, I do have space to get you in a bit sooner than May, because that's when the class would take place. Just let me know if you want to pay in full and we can get you in. And I want you to keep in mind though, when you sign up for Reiki class or when you request to do Reiki class, we're going to spend 2 full days together, 8 hours a day, okay? This is not a let's just learn a little bit here, you know, and then I send you on your way. We are learning some in-depth material. We are also learning about, you know, Japan, you know, where this came from, the influence of the culture on it, the uses of it. This is a huge class. This is a big undertaking, but it'll be one of the best things you've ever done. Reiki is the reason I am here now, that I do this now. Relaxed, hips feel a little better, and I definitely feel like I'm gonna have to pee soon. I love it. Oh, my hands just got really, really warm. Let's just do a little bit in the heart. I just kind of want to take like this light energy off the heart that I'm feeling. I need to find someone who can read Japanese. I have a book my grandfather brought back from there. Oh my gosh, do you have any idea what it's about? I did, Stephanie. Oh, yeah. Maybe you can like just, you know, a really great place, and I know sometimes it's a very lawless, insane place, but Reddit, you could maybe post it on Reddit and maybe some people could tell you something about it. I'm sure there's, you know, multiple threads, you know, relating to like Japanese language and things like that on Reddit. And I bet some people would like find it really cool to help you figure it out. A kind of another funny thing about, or I guess my connection to Japan, if you will, is my grandparents went over to Japan. Oh gosh, when was it? Maybe back in the 70s or earlier. They were sent by John Deere, and they brought back a lot of things. They brought back furniture, you know, souvenirs, jade, you know, all kinds of stuff. So it was always around the house and always in my sphere, and I always kind of really loved the aesthetic. And then what do you know, all these years later, I become attuned to an energy healing that originated in Reiki, or it originated in Japan, originated in Reiki. Jesus Christ, I need to go to bed. I just thought that was kind of a full circle moment that I would then come to do that. Oh my God, hang on. I have something sitting beside me that came from Japan too. This jewelry holder, I don't know if you can kind of see it. My grandmother brought this back and she would keep jewelry in it. This came from Japan. So that was one of the things that came back from the trip with her. Did he, Stephanie? Oh my gosh. You have a red one like this? This, like, I loved playing with this as a kid. Like, I don't know, I loved it. I loved taking all the jewelry out of it. I just thought it was so cool. And then I loved, like, wrapping it back up. So. That is really, really cool. Oh my gosh. There's not even a tag in this thing. This was, like, handmade, like, not mass produced. Like, I couldn't even tell you where it came from exactly. My food is coming at 11 and this is perfect timing. Then I can go to bed. Reiki food bed. I love that. My grandmother had Buddhas from Japan. I do not know what happened to it. Oh, Sophia. Maybe someone might know. I also have a jade tree that they brought back. There used to be this big like paper umbrella, but you know, even back then when I was a kid, it was starting to crumble, so it might have got thrown out. And then I have some needlepoint, and then I have a painting as well hanging in my bedroom that they brought back from Japan. I wish I had this like huge dresser that they had brought back too. It had like a symbol on it that kind of looked like this, and it was in gold, and it was huge, had huge doors on it. I don't know where that dresser went, but oh my god, I would kill to have it today. I love that, Stephanie. I really love that. See, like this, that was just a random thing I had sitting beside me. Nothing I would ever show on live for any reason, and then here I show it tonight when you come in here. I love that. I have a doll and jewelry travel thing. She gave it to me for travel purposes. Yeah, this one ties shut. These are the strings to tie it. So you like roll it up like this, and then you put one string on one side, one string on the other, and then tie it up. It absolutely does, Jackie. Like, how random is that? Like, why would I ever, you know, why would I ever show you that? Why would I need to? But here the universe said, show it. And there you go. Like, that is so cool. Lord have mercy. I'm getting old. Getting old is hard work. All right. Are we ready to start tucking in? What kind of energy burrito would you like to be tonight? You can be filled with anything. Lavender, oh, I love that. I was checking my soil around here. I'm gonna have to grow lavender in bags because my soil is just too full of clay. It's too saturated, and lavender loves sandy soil. So I'm gonna have to get me some planters to put it in because I want lavender everywhere. Blanket burrito filled with healing and love. I love that. You are so welcome, Leela. All right, let me seal you in. Seal you in. And good night. Good night.